Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to more WWE 2k17 Universe Mode. My name's BrendenPlayz, and tonight on Smackdown, the Intercontinental Championship is on the line. Two men, well, one who was a former Wyatt family member, one is still a Wyatt family member. It's Strowman versus Harper. It's a battle for the family. It's a battle for the Intercontinental Championship. It takes place in your main event tonight, but first, we'll go ahead and check out the results of this week's main event. It's with Eric Rowan going one-on-one with one half of the Vaudevillains, Aiden English. Dallas and Slater, they team up to take on the Dudley Boys. And as well, we also have Nikki Bella, who, well, she was in the top 10 of the power rankings this week. Can she hang on to her spot in the top 10 when she goes one-on-one with Tamina? Tough match for Nikki Bella indeed. But hey, she's come into the top 10 of the power rankings. She's obviously earned that, so she's in good form. Can she keep it up? Rowan versus English in our opening contest of main event. It's Eric Rowan picking up a victory. Heath Slater and Bo Dallas against the Dudley Boys. The Dudleys earn that victory. And Nikki Bella versus Tamina. Can Nikki Bella keep her momentum going? We're about to find out when she goes one-on-one with Tamina. It is going to be Nikki Bella. She's done it again. Another victory. This week on SmackDown, Apollo Crews will be going one-on-one with Fandango. Enzo Amore will be going up against Connor, one half of the Ascension. Enzo looking to build some momentum after losing the tag titles. Chris Jericho up against Cesaro. Now that should be a good contest there between two of SmackDown's best. Speaking of tag team and the champions, it is the tag champs Rhino and Randy Orton up against the Vaudevillains in tag team action on SmackDown. That's a good test for them. We're going to check in with Naomi when she goes one-on-one with Sasha Banks. We now know, of course, Naomi will be teaming up with Becky Lynch at Bragging Rights to take on Sasha and Charlotte. And the Intercontinental Championship match we told you about, Harper versus Strowman. Luke Harper gets his rematch. He invokes his rematch clause. Can the Wyatt family bring back the championship that they, well, I guess they've owned for so long? Cruz gets a victory over Fandango. Enzo gets a win over Connor. Jericho and Cesaro. It is going to be Cesaro with a victory. There you go. Bit of a surprise maybe there. Villains versus RKO. It is RKO with a victory. Time for Naomi and Sasha. Time for our opening contest. It is some women's wrestling as we have Naomi up against Sasha Banks one-on-one. Good opportunity here for Naomi as, of course, we've seen her over the last couple of months really start to rise to the top of the women's division. Lots of victories coming her way, even a championship opportunity against Charlotte. Not a lot of success, of course, but she is really on a bit of a roll. So Becky Lynch has picked her as her tag team partner for the upcoming Bragging Rights pay-per-view, which will be a couple of weeks away right here on BrendenPlayz. And well, Becky Lynch needed a partner, and I think she's got a pretty good one in Naomi. She will be up against Sasha Banks and Charlotte in tag team action, which will be very, very tough. Here is Sasha Banks. Had an opportunity at the Women's Championship herself recently at Money in the Bank. Well, Becky Lynch took it to Sasha Banks and Charlotte after that matchup. And Sasha and Charlotte decided, you know what? Let's, form a team and let's come after Becky Lynch together. So we'll see how this goes. Sasha Banks has, of course, been involved in a similar situation. Of course, last year when she teamed up with Women's Champion Paige. So, very interesting indeed to see how Sasha Banks goes as a tag team partner. And I guess, I wouldn't say the sidekick. Yes, Charlotte is the Women's Champion. Yes, she's the main, wrestler in this division. She's the number one. But, look, I think Sasha Banks is on... can hold her own. She hasn't had the best run of it as of late. She's probably a little bit fortunate to get that opportunity. Obviously, Becky Lynch was screwed out of that matchup thanks to Charlotte. So, Becky Lynch still hunting the championship. Won't get an opportunity at Bragging Rights, but she will get a chance to get in the ring with Charlotte. And, of course, Sasha Banks as well, with Naomi as her tag team partner. Naomi would love a victory here against Sasha Banks to get her confidence going. Get a few losses in the last few weeks, but before that, really on a roll. So we'll see how Naomi reacts here. Now that she's got this opportunity, maybe the confidence and motivation to perform at her best will be there again. You know, obviously Becky Lynch picking her, that's got to make Naomi feel pretty good. Naomi, despite a few losses, I mean, Becky Lynch could have went for Nikki Bella. Obviously, Nikki Bella in the top 10 of the power rankings this week. Of course, if you missed that, check it out on BrendenPlayz. Look, you know, she was in the top 10 of the power rankings. She could have went with Nikki Bella. The form and the wins are there. Obviously, Naomi hasn't had the victories, but Becky Lynch going off a long-term performances rather than short-term and trusting that Naomi will be the right selection. Maybe she trusts Naomi more as a tag team partner as well. Right now it's Naomi in a bad way as the knees in her back, really making it difficult for her. But Charlotte watching on, she's the women's champion, has been for the longest period of time in Universe Mode history. She is the longest women's champion of all time. So that is a very, very impressive performance. We all are wondering, when will she lose the championship? Who will beat her for the championship? We thought maybe Naomi was going to be the one a few weeks ago. Sasha Banks, to be fair, I didn't really believe that she was going to do it. I thought Charlotte was going to be too good for her. It turned out to be the case. Becky Lynch, if she get her hands on Charlotte, if she get her opportunity, as Naomi missing the pin drop splash off the top there. If Becky Lynch can get an opportunity at Charlotte, maybe she could be the one. But opportunities have been few and far between for her at this point in time. So it's going to be difficult for her. And we'll see how she goes. Right now it's a front face lock here by Sasha into the Hurricane Rana. And connects, and down goes Naomi. Real opportunity here to get some big momentum just before bragging rights. This tag team matchup will be big. Becky Lynch a chance, obviously, to get her hands on the women's champ and Sasha Banks, but also Naomi a chance for a victory for her to put her back in the title hunt. Neckbreaker now by Sasha. Legs hooked, here's the cover. Could be it here, is a kick out. Close. But Sasha Banks now looking to perhaps go for one more. Big move here. Hit the neckbreaker, but oh, Naomi with a counter. And now Naomi, a chance for her to capitalize on that reversal. As Sasha Banks going to use the ropes for a bit of extra leverage into another neckbreaker. And Naomi really sent flying there. Pressure now on her. Sasha's going to get her up, but the heads collide. Naomi picks up Sasha again. And now Sasha, look out, takes down Naomi. Impressive stuff here from Naomi. The cover now. Sasha, can she do it? Oh, a kick out. Naomi very tough to beat, as Charlotte, of course, has found out. And it's not going to be easy for Charlotte to get the better of Naomi. She struggled the first time. And well, speaking of Charlotte, trying to get the attention of Naomi, who's looking to do a bit of dancing. As now, oh, a drop kick by Naomi. Pinpoint perfection right there. Just when Sasha Banks was running after Naomi, she hit it beautifully. As now, look out. Oh, the head back and forth there. And down goes Sasha Banks. This has been good here from Naomi. Tough competitor in Sasha Banks to come up against. Arguably a Sasha Banks a little bit down on luck and a little bit down on some confidence and momentum, but Naomi can take advantage as Sasha's sent to the outside. Now what does Naomi do? She's got Sasha down. She's going to come outside the ring and keep the offense going. Not a bad idea. Keep the pressure on Sasha Banks, but Sasha baited her out there. Able to find a counter. Sasha not going to let Naomi get in the ring. Instead with the Thesz press. And now some big right hands connecting to the face of Naomi. Now the elbow as well. Looking to keep Naomi grounded. Charlotte's over there, lending some advice for Sasha Banks, telling her what she needs to do. Not a bad idea, as Naomi in some trouble. Naomi in some big trouble. She does not want to be outside the ring for long. Slap now by Sasha. There's the disrespect on display by Sasha Banks. And what do you expect? Teaming up with Charlotte. Two evil women, no doubt about that. Making a very, very good tag team. A very dangerous tag team. Sasha Banks gets a victory here. The confidence will be back. And when Sasha Banks has her confidence, she's tough to beat. A pep talk now by Charlotte. But she better get back in the ring. The referee continues his count. She just breaks it. Right hand now by Naomi. Oh, counter there by Sasha as A single leg takedown. And Sasha now back in the corner. Perhaps looking for more advice for from Charlotte. We'll see. Naomi up on her feet again. Right hand now. Blocked there by Naomi. What's Sasha going to do? She could be in some trouble. And oh, a drop kick there by Naomi. Gets Sasha back up. Sasha a little bit dazed. And now hang on. Wait a minute. It's cradle by Naomi. The cover now. Pressure on Sasha. Oh, she got it. Naomi got it. Where did that come from? Surprising Sasha. And she steals a quick victory. Well, Sasha, as we said, a little bit down on confidence. And maybe she wasn't. Maybe she was a bit too confident. That she thought, hey, this isn't going to get me. But Naomi really got a strong cover. And there you go, a surprise victory. Naomi can run away with this victory. And Naomi gains a bit of momentum just before bragging rights, where we will see this match take place. A tag match between Naomi and Becky Lynch against Charlotte and Sasha Banks. I cannot wait for that one. That is going to be good. Especially the Becky Lynch and Charlotte factor. Great to see those two battle it out once again. Well, big victory from Naomi tonight. Becky Lynch is happy as well. Naomi on a bit of a roll. Can she keep it going up until bragging rights? A great win here for Naomi and Becky Lynch as well. Well, Naomi can celebrate her victory. She can go for a rest. An impressive performance by her. As now we get ready for bragging rights. As oh, wait a second, Charlotte. Oh, Charlotte checking to see if anyone's watching. No one is. And Naomi's all alone. Oh no, she's all alone backstage. And that cannot be good. Backstage in her locker, Charlotte is in there. She's joined her. And she's all alone. We'll get more of an update for you on that as we find out what happens there. But anyways, right now we move on to your main event. Championship matchup. It's Braun Strowman against Luke Harper. A Money in the Bank rematch when we saw Luke Harper lose the Intercontinental Championship against Braun Strowman. What a match it was. It didn't last long, but it was quick, it was powerful, it was brutal, it was almost embarrassing by Luke Harper. Not his best performance whatsoever. It was just really all Braun Strowman. Just a quick, dominating matchup. Now, Luke Harper has said that he's, learned from his mistakes. He was a little bit distracted, and he even said that he took Braun Strowman a little lightly. Knowing that he's beaten Strowman in the past, he believed he could do it again easily. And took him a little lightly. I would not do that. Now, we may see the best from Luke Harper tonight. We're going to see the matchup that we probably should have saw at Money in the Bank. But a real tough contest for Luke Harper tonight. A dominating, destructive force. Powerful force of this man. Your Intercontinental Champion, it's Braun Strowman. Two-time champion now, looking to defend his championship against Luke Harper. He's been dealing with the entire Wyatt family. He's gone through Rowan. He's had a bit of a roadblock trying to get through Harper. And once he can get through Harper, he knows he'll finally get his hands on Bray Wyatt. That is the end goal for Braun Strowman. That's what he wants to accomplish. Bray Wyatt would love to get his hands on Strowman as well. We may see it. But first, it is Braun Strowman and Luke Harper. Luke Harper looking to get back his championship. I'm sure Bray Wyatt is not exactly in a rush to get his opportunity at Strowman. I'm sure he wouldn't mind just, letting his minions, letting his brutes, his monsters do the job. I said minions, but, look, they're two massive men, but the two guys who just follow Bray Wyatt around like a herd of sheep. It's almost sad because we see Luke Harper. He's an Intercontinental Champion. Just recently losing it. But we saw that Harper can really hang and really can show, he can really be a top star here on SmackDown. He showed us just how good he actually is. But I just get the feeling that Bray Wyatt is really holding him down. And Luke Harper has a chance right now to show us what he can do. Eric Rowan, has struggled a little bit as a singles competitor. But as we saw, he got a victory on main event. He's starting to kind of improve himself. Obviously, multiple-time tag team champions, Harper and Rowan, very successful there. But as a singles, that's where, you know, the debate is. You know, who is really the best member of the Wyatt family? Is it Bray? Is it Strowman? Is it Harper? Is it Rowan? Bray Wyatt, probably historically, you'd have to probably go with him with the accolades and accomplishments he has been able to accomplish. But Harper, you know, he's now got a championship to his name. He's also a multiple-time tag champ. Rowan yet to kind of make his, you know, mark in the singles, but, you know, a victory recently, not too bad. Strowman, though, no longer the Wyatt family, starting to really make it on his own. A two-time champion now. Many believe he can be a world champion, and I got to agree. Braun Strowman, he's got the size about him, the power, the athleticism. He is so destructive, so dominant. If he comes up against anyone, I would probably put my money on Braun Strowman. You know, look, we see Finn Balor, the champion right now. The size difference is huge. Obviously, Finn Balor has beaten some of the biggest and best names here in WWE, but Braun Strowman, you know, if he gets an opportunity at the likes of a Finn Balor, I really think he could probably beat Finn Balor, to be honest with you. Elbow now by Harper on Strowman. Luke Harper, not a bad strategy. Try and keep the big man down with these elbows. Keep the offense going. You know, he's got to use his athleticism. He's a hybrid athlete. He can fly, but he's also got the power game about him as well. He needs just to lift the tempo of this match and try and wear down Braun Strowman. Try and tire him out. Because if Strowman can keep doing this, keep it slow, keep dominating with all the power and strength that he has, there's no way Harper wins. Because we saw Luke Harper was just absolutely decimated at Money in the Bank. It was just ridiculous. Braun Strowman beat him so easily. You know, we were wondering, was it just an off night by Harper? What was the deal? I'm not sure. But, you know, it was disappointing, to say the least, from Luke Harper. And as he said, he took Strowman lightly. Well, you can't take him lightly anymore. This is it. This is his moment. This is his opportunity right now. If he loses here, he may not get another opportunity at that championship. I'm sure Bray Wyatt may be the one to step up, and we'll finally see Bray and Strowman. Bray's been very reluctant. Oh, speaking of Bray, getting a bit of a closer look ringside. Press slam there by Braun Strowman. Great strength on display. Well, you know, we could very well see Bray Wyatt finally step up to take on Strowman. He's very reluctant to come after Strowman. A couple instances where he's had a chance to get in there with Strowman. He's, you know, got a couple times where he's got his hands on him, but not a lot. Now Harper from behind, using Bray Wyatt as a pretty effective distraction. And let's not forget how Luke Harper won the championship to begin with. A lot of distraction by Rowan and Bray Wyatt. And when obviously Strowman finally got his chance to get Luke Harper one-on-one, no distractions, no interferences, well, Braun Strowman destroyed him. So Harper now needs to redeem himself here. Bray Wyatt introducing a steel chair, perhaps trying to, well, tempt Braun Strowman into using it, but if he does, he'll be disqualified, and Harper won't win the championship. And if Harper uses it, it's the same thing. So a steel chair is risky. Harper now, sent on, lands on Braun. And now Bray trying to get rid of that turnbuckle pad. Referee distracted. Harper could use the steel chair. He could right now, but decides, you know what, I don't need it. I don't want to risk a DQ. Gets rid of it. Throws it outside of the ring. So there you go. Harper could have used the chair. The referee was distracted. Bray Wyatt, a few early distractions already. Is now Strowman. Big, powerful right hand right to the back of Luke Harper. And that's what he brings to the table. Well, let's not forget the winner of this matchup. We'll go one-on-one with Austin Aries. The champion versus champion match at Bragging Rights. Aries was impressive. Got a victory over Dolph Ziggler recently on Raw. Check that one out. It was the last episode of Universe Mode. A very impressive performance by Aries. A little bit of luck, to be honest. Getting, you know, a little bit of luck from the referee. Big shot there by Strowman. Takes down Harper. So the winner of this one takes on Aries, a part of the Bragging Rights competition, where we will see SmackDown versus Raw matchups and a champion versus champion matchup. We'll also see the WWE Champion Finn Balor up against the Universal Champion Goldberg. What a match that will be. We are going to see it. Harper now, DDT, and Strowman in some trouble. Here's the cover now by Harper. This could be it here. New champion perhaps. No, Strowman comfortably kicking out. And of course, tag champs versus tag champs as well. The Club and Rai KO, just to name a few. So big matchups there taking place at Bragging Rights. Strowman could be up against Austin Aries, or it could be Harper becoming a two-time champion himself and up against Aries. Either way, it's going to be very tough for Austin Aries. A very big size difference. And he may have to use his insurance card, the Big Show, to help him out in whatever way possible. Braun Strowman now gets Harper into the corner, and Strowman slowly, but he almost connected there in the corner. Not exactly the quickest man, but when he comes, he can't really stop. And Harper looking to take advantage now. Has Strowman down. What can he do, Luke? And so far, you have to say this has been a much better performance by Luke Harper. I mean, it's not hard to really beat it from his Money in the Bank performance. But, look, it's been good. It's been good. He's hanging in there. And he's starting to redeem himself. Maybe he did have an off night. Maybe he did treat Strowman lightly. As now he slams down Strowman. The guts of Braun Strowman landing into the mat first. As now Luke Harper in control of this match with a chance to really capitalize. But Braun Strowman with a counter looking to shut down this offense and make sure that Harper is not going to win this championship. Last thing that Braun Strowman wants is for Luke Harper to become an Intercontinental Champion once again and lose this title back to the family. The family that, well, did not disown him, he disowned them. Wanted to go on his own separate ways. Felt as though Bray Wyatt was holding him back. And arguably, he was right. All the success he's had on his own has been impressive, incredible really. Is now Strowman. Oh, gets met with a knee. But to be fair, Bray Wyatt has given Luke Harper and Eric Rowan the opportunity to beat Braun Strowman. Harper did it once. Rowan not so much luck. But he has given him the chance. So you got to commend Bray for not coming after Strowman himself straight away and giving his man in the family an opportunity. Strowman with an elbow now to Harper. Right hand by Harper, this time to Strowman. Back and forth exchange between the two right now as Strowman just grabs a hold of the head of Luke Harper and slams him right down. And now Braun feels as though he could be on the verge of picking up a victory. He's got Harper in position. Strowman though, you'd have to say maybe a missed opportunity. Harper now, again, Strowman sent down, and Luke Harper can have a real chance to put Strowman away, but shrugs him off. Could shut down the offense. We'll have to wait and see what kind of impact that will have. Luke Harper on the verge, you think, of doing something big, but Strowman trying to hang on. Choke slam! Choke slam by Strowman. That could be it. Strowman could be about to defend the Intercontinental Championship here on Smackdown. But it feels as though he has not done enough. Well, surely Strowman has done enough to beat Harper with that choke slam. It was brutal. Plenty of power behind it. Strowman, though, feels as though, hey, I've got to keep going. Maybe the running power slam is the move he believes will win him this matchup and keep the championship. Harper now. Picks up Strowman. Oh! Wanted to hit that lariat. Missing out, though, is Strowman with the counter. Strowman! Running power slam! Braun Strowman with the running power slam! And oh, come on, you've got to be kidding. Bray Wyatt with a distraction. Having a chat to the referee, talking about how he's going to take over the world, wants the referee to join in, referee boarded, now the referee's distracted, Luke Harper can now take advantage and somehow climb his way back into this matchup because Braun Strowman had him beat 1, 2, 3, forget about it. Harper lives to fight another day. Strowman now. Oh boy. Luke Harper, kick out of this. Big jackknife powerbomb. Shades of Kevin Nash of that jackknife. And Strowman, though, once again, not really going to go for the cover. I really felt as though he had a chance a couple of times in this match to perhaps put Harper away. And surely Bray, if he's going to keep on interfering, the referee's going to do something about it. So it might not be a bad idea to kind of bait Bray Wyatt and make it a distraction. But hoping that the referee makes the right call. But who am I kidding? The referee never makes the right call around here. So Braun Strowman trying to Inflict more damage is probably the right way to go. Meanwhile, Harper! Oh! Nearly takes his head off with that clothesline. Spinning lariat right on the button. Down goes Strowman. And oh, a late fall. Near fall counter 2. Braun Strowman nearly lost the title. Luke Harper almost had him beat. Strowman, the big man, hangs on. Just barely though. Luke Harper nearly won the Intercontinental Championship for the second time. Yes, Bray Wyatt's helped him out, but Harper's been pretty good himself. Elbow now by Strowman. And despite the distractions, you have to really say that Harper, if he won here right now, he would probably deserve it. Hang on, Eric Rowan. Bit of a wider shot there. You can see Rowan just a little bit closer. He's moved away from where he was. And a bit of a closer look himself on this matchup. Harper now, what can he do? He's got Braun Strowman an opportunity. Oh, Strowman, you don't want to go outside the ring that way. Bray Wyatt right there. Eric Rowan was pretty close by as well. Braun Strowman realized, got back in the ring straight away. Strowman now, he's going to send Harper out to the family. And now, oh, Strowman's going to come out there. He's not afraid. The big man not afraid. And wow, right in front of Bray and Eric Rowan, taunting away, showing defiance, showing that he does not care about this family, and he's going to try and do everything he can to take it down. Obviously knowing that Bray and Rowan, they can't attack Strowman. If they do, well, Harper's going to get DQ'd. Braun Strowman, defiant, trying to make it on his own, trying to do things his own way, and you got to respect that. And so far it's working. Harper trying to do everything in the book to win this one, using his family to its full effect, but Strowman just won't let up. Strowman not giving up. Harper back to his feet. Shot to the gut there of Strowman. Luke Harper's going to find something big here. He could be running out of time. One more big move by Strowman. I'm not sure if Bray can save him. Right hand now. Braun Strowman, met with a snap DDT. Is this the moment for Luke Harper? Oh, Strowman with a big boot right underneath the ropes. And that size, that huge size foot of his, able to force the break. Braun Strowman though, trying to keep the offense going, trying to get himself in a position to win this thing. But Harper's not letting up. Strowman now shrugs off Harper. Wow. Now that is just brute power. And now Strowman. Oh no. Strowman with the submission. Oh. Braun Strowman with the camel clutch. Luke Harper nowhere to go. And he's got no choice. Braun Strowman with all that strength, all that power behind him, makes Harper tap out, stretching the body of Harper. Braun Strowman retains. Bray Wyatt can't believe it. But he better believe it. Strowman hangs on to the title and continues his rise to the top of SmackDown. The match is now set. Strowman versus Aries in a couple of weeks' time at Bragging Rights. And that could be the real tester for Braun Strowman. Aries has beaten Nakamura, he's beaten Ziggler, he's on a roll. We'll see if Strowman is the better champion at Bragging Rights, and we'll see just how far Strowman has come along and how far away he may be from entering into that World Championship division here on SmackDown, perhaps walking out as a champion of the world one day. Big win by Strowman, and wait a second, Bray Wyatt! Bray Wyatt is in the ring. Harper and Rowan have left the building, and they've gone up to into the ramp, and now Bray's all alone. Bray's defiant. Bray's had enough. He's coming after Strowman. Finally, we're going to see these two go at it. Oh, Bray Wyatt slams down Strowman. Bray Wyatt, he's found that his two-man, Rowan and Harper, can't stop him, so he's going to try and do it himself. Bray Wyatt now has Strowman. Sister Abigail, the former two-time IC champion, might be looking to make it a third. Bray Wyatt gonna throw Strowman out of the ring and prove that this is his ring. And Braun Strowman is not welcome in it. Bray Wyatt takes down Braun Strowman. Well, there you go. We're going to see that match. It's just a matter of time. But first, it's bragging rights. And it'll be Aries and Strowman one-on-one. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for joining us for this episode of Universe Mode. If you enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like on it. Subscribe to see more episodes coming your way very, very soon, including the Bragging Rights pay-per-view coming away in a couple of weeks' time on BrendenPlayz. Follow me on Twitter at BrendenPlayz as well to stay up to date with everything you do with BrendenPlayz. And with that, thank you very much for watching. Have yourselves a great day, and I'll see you all next video.